Okay, so apparently you all saw that James Gunn built the slate for 5-ish years, 10 years of storytelling of what Peter Safran and James Gunn did. And, I am a little hurt that James Gunn isn't including the Batman Part 2 series. I do hope it is coming. I do hope that, that it that they basically don't like say, okay, people love this. Obviously, James Gunn knows a lot of people who have daddy issues and mommy issues, or just social issues. Actually, there's the Amanda Waller show series that's coming, which is built around the Peacemaker series, and then there's so the Authority looks like a bunch of, I don't know, they're guys who are a bunch of white, so basically like a bunch of what symbolizes the Authority as like a bunch of, a lot of people could take it wrong as like white supremacist cops who are really jackasses and do terrible. They're basically the white supremacist version of Amanda Waller's Suicide Squad. And I could be wrong, I don't know, I didn't do the research, but it looks like it's going down an interesting road that I don't know a lot of people would admire and like, because with how police it's going on and with the recent Black Lives Matter and white supremacist police issues going on in our world today. I don't know about the Authority. That could cause a lot of mental health backlash issues with people especially African Americans, who've dealt with, people who've been hit by racist cops. And, so I don't know how I feel about that. Looks like a bunch of dickheads to me. Basically, imagine if a lot of them were Peacemaker team. That's fucking scary. And I don't do Peacemaker. I watched the whole series. I thought, and he put it out. Remember when I said he put it out when the series was showing, and there was those school shootings going on, and there were a lot of shootings. I think that could have caused a lot of trauma for people, especially with Stranger Things season 4. I think, I don't know how I feel about the Authority. I think that's going to cause a lot of mental health issues. But it seemed like Batman is going to kick their freaking asses. I saw like a little showbiz of Batman in there. And it seems like James Gunn is showing people, he really loves characters who have father issues. Because apparently, or he grew up with a lot of people with father issues. Me, I grew up with people with mixed. Either they had bad father issues, mother issues, sibling issues. A lot of them had a lot of sibling issues. But some of them, very little, had those common sibling things. But anyway, yeah, with I don't do Damian. Damian is like my least favorite. To me, my favorite Robin is the one with Nightwing. I love the blue stuff and all aesthetic. I loved the Batman series, so how I feel, I'm concerned with the Batman series, but I did hear that there's a slate for those movies in the DC universe that James Gunn and Peter Safran are doing, which I like, that they are no giving touchy, that they are just letting Matt Reeves do his passion projects. That's awesome. A Green Lantern series, which I'm excited for. I'm glad that that's got slated. And it's kind of like a Lethal Weapon, you know, the white partner and the African American partner teaming up together, with alongside exploring the Lantern, not the Green Lantern, but the Lantern cores. I always say corpse because yeah. Anyway, and it looks pretty interesting. It looks like exploring the galactic side. I don't know if there's a show or a series, but that looks interesting. But apparently, it looks pretty interesting, actually. I'm not going to lie. It looks very awesome. Looks like they promise what they are promising. The only sad part is there's no video games slated yet. There's no video games slating. They're just looking into the slates of movies and film and TV shows. I honestly don't know how I feel about the Batman and Robin series. I think that's a whole bunch of, you know, it looks like bad father issues, which is apparently like basically the spouse, the father or the son turning into a bad person. And honestly, James Gunn knows a lot of new. He said it himself in the Peacemaker series that this was people I grew up with who had terrible fathers, and apparently he's gonna hopefully not make Batman a terrible father, but again, he said it with his mouth in the Peacemaker featurette series that he knew a lot of guys who had terrible fathers, and my main concern of this Batman and Robin or the Batman Brave and the Bold movie is it looks like it's exploring Batman as a horrible father, or in Damian, his favorite version, which gosh, that's not my favorite version. I hate that version. I think it makes people like me who've had father issues, grew up with father issues, look like bad apples. Because storytelling really does empower people. And that is just, I mean, in the animated movies, he always seems like that bad apple kid who's just a jerk and pushover, and that could teach a child wrongly how to cope with father issues and or just father trauma that you don't know this guy who raised you, who is your biological father, and you just found out. Yeah, that's not gonna make good luck for people who've had father issues. I trust me, I've seen people compare me to bad seeds or just people growing up as a kid, and yeah, and I gotta say, I did grow up with people who had both father and mother, terrible mothers and fathers, or one of the each, or both. Either they were the bad siblings, or they did have bad siblings. Anyway, I just feel a little mixed about James Gunn's direction, and it looks really mixed. I hope Matt Reeves does his best with the Batman. I really praised the Batman 1. Batman Part 2 looks interesting. It sounds interesting. I don't know. All I know is when I went in that movie wearing the Batman jacket that I bought going in, I just remember loving that movie and embracing that movie. So keep going, Matt Reeves. Just keep going. You're making Batman awesome. Again, seriously, we have not had an actual great Batman movie since The Dark Knight. Really. I think it looks interesting. I hope that people love the movie. So thank you. Thank you for listening. This is Corey Daydream signing off.